The Jackson Boys, JBZ or Jackson Street Boys, JSBR, were a San Francisco, California-based Asian-American street gang and criminal organization. The gang, composed of Cantonese and Vietnamese members, has been centered in San Francisco's Chinatown, and was named for Jackson Street. The Jackson Street Boys also have a presence in other U.S. cities. However, there are members of the gang who are students in middle schools and high schools in addition to their Chinatown presence. The gang was involved in many criminal acts, including the burning of a Chinese restaurant sparked by the owner's debt to the gang. Although the suspects were arrested, they were soon released. Formation. The Jackson Boys gang was the successor to the Wahhabite Triad, which ruled the streets of San Francisco's Chinatown in the 1980s and early 1990s. The Jackson Street Boys was founded by three brothers, Bobby Tsen, Johnny Tsen and Tommy Tsen, who were former Watching members who had defected to the Wahhabite after the Wahhabite forced the Watching out of San Francisco. After law enforcement cracked down on the Wahhabite around 1992, the Jackson Street Boys resumed what a SFPD officer described in 2000 as the same stuff on a smaller scale and without the same visibility, including extortion of local merchants and operating gambling dens. Criminal activities. Unlike many other Asian street gangs, which are composed primarily of American-born or Americanized Asians, the Jackson Boys has a mix of foreign-born and American-born members. The gang is unique in that though some members engage in low-level street crime like stealing cars or drug dealing, other members also engage in sophisticated money-making schemes such as credit card fraud, racketeering, illegal gambling, and other white-collar crimes. In the gang's history, there have also been instances of the gang branching out into other cities, such as nearby Oakland, and even as far as places like Seattle, Washington and Denver, Colorado. These developments have been temporary, however, and their center of operations remains San Francisco. One of the more noted crimes that the gang was involved in occurred on June 30, 1995. One faction of the Jackson Street Boys opened fire on another on a busy Chinatown street, Stockton Street, during the daytime. 7 innocent bystanders were struck, including a pregnant woman. 3 males, ages 18, 16, and 14, were arrested in connection with the shooting. Jackson Boys were also the primary trafficker of illegal fireworks back when fireworks were blatantly sold on the streets of Chinatown. References